glad to get that behind us. That's how I always get the Beanie Bowl behind you. It's kind of that last little rite of passage, I guess, going into the season. A lot of situations, a lot of things that may never happen, but you know, you just really need to cover. So thought we had good focus, and second year in a row that we've started over here and had to move indoor. So really thankful once again the indoor facility coming through for us, where we were able to, you know, stay on schedule. But you know, moving on tomorrow, just, you know, full Georgia prep type practice, and you know, good meetings this weekend, and anxious to get to game week on Monday.
We haven't had a chance to talk to you about losing Zach.
Losing Zach. You know, when I was talking to y'all the other day, I just didn't know. I didn't know until we got what the MRI stuff was, and I certainly didn't want to put anything out there until I knew. He hadn't even talked to him, hadn't talked to his parents, but it's just, you know, obviously a huge disappointment, really for him. I mean, you could just, he was one of those guys you could just see was just ready to have a great year. I mean, you could just see it, and he's had an excellent camp, a great summer, and you know, you just hate it for him. But you know, it was a freak deal. Kind of came down on, I think it might have been on Vic's foot. Just kind of stepped the wrong way, and similar injury to what Ellington had, just not as severe. You know, Ellington kind of shattered his ligament. Zach's got just a little tear, but you still have to fix it. And you know, so it's disappointing for him because, again, I know I think he was going to have a great year for us. But there's a positive in everything. And, you know, the positive is he hasn't been redshirted. I wish we could have redshirted him from the get-go. We just, you know, had to have him ready. But so we'll get that year back. And it's a real positive to know I got a guy like Zach Brooks, a player and a person like Zach Brooks around here for a couple more years. So, you know, he's got a good attitude, and you know, we'll get him healthy and get him back going, and you know, he'll be a junior again next year, and he's destined for some great things. So it's a tough break for him.
And Shaq Anthony.
Yeah, you know, Shaq, you know, it is what it is. I mean, he just, you know, I support his decision. He's done, you know, a good job for us since he's been here. And, you know, sometimes guys need a change. Sometimes guys, you know, want a little more than maybe what is here. And, you know, so hey, we wish him well, and you know, we'll move on.
Were you surprised? Were you surprised when he came to you?
Oh yeah, I was surprised. But hey, I mean, again, I've been doing this long enough, and you know, guys, sometimes, like I said, they make decisions, and you know, Shaq is, you know, handled things the right way, and you know, that was his decision. So, you know, I support that. We'll keep rolling. I'm confident in the guys we got. You know, I'm really pleased with the camp that Reed Webster's had. Kalen has continued to show that he can be a solid player for us to tackle, and that same thing with Matt Klein. So we'll just keep moving forward.
Two questions. Do you give consideration now to Adam Choice?
Yeah, no, Adam will play. Yeah, we'll play. He'll play. He's we got to get him ready, and we're going to go ahead and just, you know, go with the green light on him. We only got 3 backs, so you know, he's sitting there with DJ and CJ and Dahlman, who we really like, but it's hard to make it through the season with 3 backs. And you know, Tyshawn, you know, we hope to get him back at some point, but when he does come back, he's going to have to really get himself back going. So, and then the other thing is, you know, Choice has had a great camp. As I've said, he's probably one of the most natural runners, or one of the best natural runners that we've signed here in a long time. Just great vision, low to the ground. He's physically ready. Still mentally got to grow him up some, but now that we've got the situation that we have, we'll get him plenty of reps and get him ready to go.
Will you take another tackle on this recruiting class?
No, I think we're still, you know, we're in good shape. Yeah, I like the guys that are coming to play for the Tigers.
What has Adam shown you from a blocking standpoint to make you feel comfortable putting him out there?
Not a whole lot yet. Yeah. I mean, he's pass protection is a whole new deal for him. He played quarterback, so he hadn't done a lot of pass protection. As I said, he's a natural runner, probably as pure a runner as we've got. Might be the best just runner with the ball in his hands, but there's a lot more playing running back than just having the ball in your hands. I mean, there's a lot more. So you know, he's been a guy that's shown a lot of promise in camp, but you know, he's not gotten as many reps as we would have gotten him had he, you know, had one of them other guys not there. There's only so many reps to go, but he's done a really good job. I think he's got a good understanding, but fundamentally executing everything. We won't ask him to do that, not just yet. But we'll get him ready, and I don't have any doubt as we go throughout the season he's going to impact us, because you get him the ball, it's easy for him from there.
It sounds like you're